Chapter 37. Matter and Spirit. Says Joso, you are to learn from it that nothing material can enter heaven, and how therefore this angel first dissolves all matter into the spiritual and takes up only its purely spiritual. The youth is a most pure spirit man from the heavens, and hence also represents heaven to the smallest degree. The foods, however, depict us worldly men who are still buried in our matter. We, the latter, although, like the foods, are being quite well prepared now at this great Master's oven, who taught us such, and now still tarries among us physically. Nonetheless, we cannot with these our bodies enter the kingdom of God. When we shall once, however, have been called by God to leave this world, then an angel of God will do with us, as this one does with the food. That is, he shall in a moment liberate from matter everything pertaining to the spirit, and then give the material over to full dissolving, then uniting the soul and its spirit of life, as well everything within matter that belongs to the soul, into a most perfect human form, then ushering it into the pure world of spirits, in accordance with God's eternal and most unchangeable will. Behold, this is what you can and are to learn from the peculiar eating of the mighty celestial youth. Says Marcus, quite astonished at Joso's wisdom, I had earlier on noticed that you are a young man of wisdom far beyond your age, but I could not have held you to be this wise. You have given me exceedingly important instruction, for which I shall always be grateful to you. But you know, man's thirst for knowledge gets stronger the more he knows. And now I am itching, over and above your instruction, to know how such dissolving of matter is effected. Says Joso, friend, although it is not good for man to know too much, however, you could remember the following. See, matter is actually nothing else than fixated spirit by the almighty will of God. If God therefore wishes for some reason to dissolve matter, then same is seized in the shape of a human being by the almighty will of God. The fixation or binding judgment is suspended, and all matter instantly disappears from existence, going over to its primordial spiritual element, to then remain what it originally was, but refined and perfected. Countless formerly separate forces are united into one great, perfect individual, and this shall then be a perfected human spirit, everlastingly in accordance with God's will. Have you understood this? Says Marcus, indeed have I understood it, but I shall question you no more, for your wisdom is too dazzling high above my natural comprehension. But what would interest me to hear is your conversing with the maiden Jara, your equal in wisdom. This should be a truly great spiritual relish that would be hard to excel in the heavens. Says Joso, behold, that would be somewhat vain of you. Here you have 2 full beakers of wine. Would it be clever to pour one full into another? Would not the precious wine be spilled onto the floor? What good would come of it? What I know the maiden is bound to know, wherefore neither I nor she could learn from one another. Hence we shall spare ourselves such effort. Let it be rather yourself speaking to the glorious child of God. You and your daughters, your wife and sons shall have much to learn from her, because there has not till now been on this earth a maiden destined by God to experience what this maiden has experienced. She knows unspeakably much that no one on earth knows yet, other than the Lord himself. Do you grasp such?